Alright folks, Rick Wool came back again. This time looking at World of Nintendo's Link figure from The Legend of Zelda. Now I've been a big fan of The Legend of Zelda pretty much ever since the first game came out. All those years ago. And yeah, that does kind of make me feel a little bit old. But despite having always loved the games, what I've always wanted is action figures for them. Because, hey, I'm a big toy fan. You know, if you've been watching my channel, you might have picked that up. Link especially, but I've wanted them for all these great characters. And okay, there's been figures released, but I've missed out on the Ocarina of Time ones, and the Figma Link always seemed just such expensive for what it was for me. So I've always been a bit hesitant about that. I've actually tried customizing my own, and he may well crop up in a future video. In fact, I'm almost certain he will, because I'm actually quite pleased with it. But Jakks Pacific has been bringing out this new line, and it's got Link in it. So how could I resist? Right, let's have a quick glance at the packaging. Got the nice green to represent Legend of Zelda. Mystery box included. Clamshell packaging showing the figure. Blister bubble. Legend of Zelda logo. Back of the packaging showing off the figure. Some of the articulation. 4-inch figure with 13 points of articulation. Collect them all. Same again in French, I think that is, yeah. Other figures in the line. Wario, Mario, Yoshi, Donkey Kong, Bowser. Gotta say, Mario, Bowser and Donkey Kong are my big ones that I want to get. I'm not going to rush out and get them like I did Link. Link was my first choice. But those others, I'll get in time, I'm sure. And I'm sure they'll crop up in other videos. But we didn't come here to talk about those other figures available. We came here to talk about Link. And we didn't just come to look at the packaging. We came to see what it was like out of the packaging. So, going to pop it open, have a little play, see what he's like. And then I'll get back to you. Okay, so I've had to figure out how to play around with him. It's actually really good. I'm well impressed with it. Not without some flaws, but still pretty good. Firstly, I want to talk about the sculpt on it. It's such a good sculpt. You've got his straps heading over his shoulders all sculpted in. Got his cap sculpted, his hair, his pouches on his belt, the undershirt, both under his sleeves here and around the collar. Even the boots have a really good sculpt to them. So yeah, really love the sculpt, and the paint job's fantastic. I see no paint splodges at all. So yeah, I have absolutely no problem with the paint job. He is perfectly coloured. I mean, he's based mostly, I think, on the Skyward Sword version of Link, which isn't a game I'm that familiar with, but the look's pretty much the same throughout. So yeah, this works really nicely. Articulation-wise, it's pretty good as well. I mean, you've got the arms, jointed elbows, which have a really uncomfortable looking joint there. Got the broken arm look. But yeah, other than that, really good. Twists there. Twists at the wrist. Got a hinge at the wrist. The head turns. The head looks up and down slightly. It's got a, rather than a waist rotation, which it doesn't have, it's got a mid-chest rotation, just above the abs, which works really nicely. Single jointed knees, the boot cut, ankle cut, and an ankle pivot, or ankle hinge. The legs should go forwards and out to the side, but it's got a bit of a problem with the skirt holding the movement. Not too bad. I mean, it does, as you can see, it does go some way. And there's these slits in the side to actually allow that. But it is restricted. One thing I don't like about it is on the back you've got all these symbols, but it's an American toy. It's the sort of thing they have to put on there. Accessory-wise, we've got the Master Sword and a sheath to put it in. Really well detailed sheath as well. I'm well impressed with that. And the Master Sword looks perfect. Really good, that. Even down to actually having the sculpting on the blade of the ancient Hyrulean language. Just to point out, this is a peg at the back which fits into his back thusly. Does not prevent him standing up or anything. Sword slots in nicely. Sword will fit in either one of his hands. Should go in his left hand, really. In most games he's left-handed. But it fits better with the right for reasons I shall reveal shortly. Then we've got this. The mystery accessory. Now, as you can see, I've already popped this open, so I know what's inside. But you don't yet, unless you've watched other videos of other people reviewing this, and then you might have some idea. And we've got the shield. Hylian shield. Got to say, before we move on, that is a really lovely design. I really love that design. Meant to look like a chest from the game. Does a great job of that. I like that a lot. Shield, designed to go in his left hand, hence having to put the sword in his right. And I'll be honest, it's a bit of a pain getting it on. And you can just about get his hand through the strap, and then it becomes difficult to get hold of the handle. What I've found actually works best, I'm not sure if this is the recommended way to do it, detach the hand, pop that onto the handle, then bend it forward to actually slot it under, and reattach the hand then. Which can be a bit awkward at times, but yeah, there we go, it's popped back on. Frankly, I'm going to spend most of my time with displaying him with the shield, so I probably won't actually take that off again for a while, but yeah, looks really good with the shield and sword. Only trouble is it can sometimes overweight the joints, because they're not the strongest joints in a figure. And the weight can, make him drop his arm, etc., etc. Had a little trouble with that. Actually not having any problems with it at the minute, which, hey, it's on camera. Of course I'm not going to have troubles with it. But yeah, looks really good, fully armed up with all his accessories, with the box nearby. Really good display piece. I am really glad I picked this up. Going to try and pick up some of the other ones, but possibly not quite straight away. So yeah, really like this. Got a lot of time for this. Big thumbs up from me for this one. So, until next time, see you.